Hello guys and welcome to it. My name is Tyrone Benjamin and this is another edition of Bar Buddies. This theme for this show is all about the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all the mummies at home who work hard and take care of the kids, take care of the finances, and some of them are even independent moms. And you know what? Sometimes moms need to kick back and relax and have a good cocktail. And on this show, I have two mothers that I'm gonna be entertaining, showing them some tips and tricks in mixology so they could actually make some own cocktails at home when, they feel for it Sunday evening and they kick back and they're relaxing and or entertaining friends. So I'm gonna show them some really good tips and tricks to make some lovely cocktails. Actually, I'm gonna be starting with a blueberry, vanilla, and demerara sugar syrup. And this is gonna be the ingredient for our first cocktail. Why blueberries? Because blueberries are one of those flavors that I know most mothers like, most ladies like, most women like, just based on my experience in cocktails and flavors. And I actually think the demerara sugar is a different twist of white sugar because it's gonna give it a lot more flavor, and I love that nice sugar flavor. And I actually have here some vanilla. You could choose to use any type of vanilla you like, and I'm actually just using some vanilla essence, and you could get fancy with the vanilla. So we have some water, and we're gonna add 1 cup of water directly into our pot, and 1 cup of sugar. So this is the base of a regular simple syrup, and I'm gonna dissolve this. And at this point, I'm gonna add some vanilla. I would say 1/4 teaspoon. So I have here my bar spoon, so I'll use this. This is actually a little less than 1/4 teaspoon, so I'm gonna use 2. And we stir that in. And I'm getting the sugars melting and that aroma coming up. I love it. And at this point, we're gonna throw in some blueberries. And I'm leaving the blueberries whole. Gonna save a little bit for garnish. And we mix again. And simmer for at least 20 minutes. The star of the show today, guys, is actually our Cointreau. And Cointreau is the original triple sec that's found in cocktails like the classic margarita, the famous cosmopolitan, and most of those delicious cocktails that we know today. Stay tuned to see what I make next with this beautiful blueberry syrup for our first mother on the show. So guys, this is our blueberry and vanilla syrup. And I actually love this, and I'm sure my first mother on the show is gonna love this because she's actually all in blue. Blue, blue, God loves you, yeah? So, I'm actually gonna introduce to you guys Jacqueline Hilton-Clarke and her son, Levi Howell, but known as Levi Marcus, yeah? Nice. So guys, have a whiff of this. This is a blueberry syrup that I just made.
The color. Wow.
So do you love blueberries by chance?
I do.
Yeah?
Smelling the vanilla as well.
Vanilla is there prominent, right? So I'm gonna be using this to make a cocktail for you guys. And I'm actually gonna be using a product called Cointreau, and it's a triple sec. Are you familiar with it?
With Cointreau, yes. Actually, I am. What is triple sec?
So triple sec actually is another name for orange liqueur. So if you hear orange liqueur, you know it's an orange-based liquor.
Right.
And a triple sec is more like a bar code.
Right.
So for a generic orange liqueur, right?
Right.
But we don't have a generic liqueur today. We actually have Cointreau,
Big brands.
which actually was the first triple sec that was made.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a neutral spirit. Yeah. So I encourage you as well, have a whiff. It is actually the first of its category in terms of the first orange liqueur ever made. And it's famous for the cocktail called the Cosmopolitan. I'm sure you're aware of that.
Yes, yes,
It was
yes.
made popular on Sex and the City, Sarah Jessica Parker. So a lot of ladies love that. The classic margarita, which is my personal favorite. And then you could actually make it like a mango margarita, strawberry, blueberry margarita. Yeah, so it's something that I hold dear to my heart. And if I have to make a recommendation for orange liqueur, it's always going to be Cointreau.
The real thing.
Yeah, so my cocktail today is actually a blueberry fizz. So I understand though that you are into finance.
I am. Yes, I am.
And my brother, you are into fashion,
Yeah.
artistic.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Creativity.
So tell me how that happened. It's like two broad spectrums, you know what I mean? So how that happened?
I started off in finance from out of school, out of university. But my family background, all artists, everyone is
Really?
artists. Yes, and I always said I don't have a creative bone in my body. And I created 3 children who are all creatives.
Wow.
So I'm actually very
interesting.
proud, yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And I believe you have Levi, and then you have Liam, right?
And Lee Morgan, yeah.
Lee Morgan.
Yes, that's the girl.
So interesting. How did all the L's come about?
Boy,
you
that
know?
boy, you know. That's a great question. Well, after Levi, and they're all LM, Levi Marcus,
Right.
Liam Matthew, and Lee Morgan.
Oh.
Yes.
M being the middle names.
Correct.
Okay.
And
Nice.
Marcus is the middle name of all the first children in his dad's family. So
Okay.
that's how we got there.
They happen to all be men. So.
Yeah, they're all men.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Lee was the first girl, so we were like, what to do with a girl? But
Interesting. And my brother, you have a brand called Levi Marcus.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Would have started it during my time in college. Mom was the reason I did fashion. You know, she got me into fashion at a young age. I think it was Abercrombie and Fitch was one of the first brands she ever brought for me.
Right.
Anytime she would go away for a little, trip or whatever, she would bring me back a little piece, and I took an interest in it from a young age because my girlfriend at the time said she was into fellas that like to dress good, so I had to dress good.
Wow.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
I get that. Nice, man. So your fashion is based. What was your inspiration?
Inspiration definitely Caribbean culture.
Right.
I feel that the globe had to see what we have going on down here.
Yeah,
We
to
have
keep it
American
local,
brands,
keep
yeah.
it rootsy, keep it
Yeah,
100%.
Of
Yeah,
course, of
I love
course,
that. Yeah.
Representing where we come from, not just Trinidad, but the Caribbean at all.
So tell me this: how did mommy play a role in this?
So, well, in many ways, first of all, she made me, so I wouldn't be alive to do it in the first place.
Good point.
Other than that, like I was saying, she got me into fashion at first, but I really think it's a confidence thing. Like, she made all of us feel like we could do anything, and we could, whatever we put our minds to, we could accomplish, and it's really a confidence thing, and with a mother like that, you really could be unstoppable.
Right. So
you believe in yourself.
I believe in that because mother always told you to put your best foot forward,
Yeah.
right? And there's a saying sometimes, I don't know if it's true, mothers are for their sons and fathers are for their daughters. I don't know, is that true?
I'll say this on national TV that all the children get all of me.
All the children.
Don't try that. Don't try that.
That's a good answer. Yes, we have the daughter watching, right?
Lee Morgan is watching.
Nice. You like drinks?
Well, did I tell you I'm a mother of 3?
A mother of 3, yes.
Right, okay.
So
You know what happens when
Yeah.
you're a mother of 3?
Right.
Let me tell you what happens when you're a mother of 3. The days could be a little challenging.
the days can be challenging.
So I absolutely
Yeah.
like a little something to help me unwind a little bit. in the afternoon. So absolutely, I do love a bit of a drink.
Right.
And you know what they say about women? Women like anything that is fruity. It's
Right.
very good.
Right.
So you
Okay, so I'm in good order so far.
yes.
Because moms need a cocktail or a drink too, right? Moms drink too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And to all the mothers out there, I have a cocktail that I hope you all try as well, because we are celebrating all the mothers today, and I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks how to elevate and create that special occasion even more. I'm gonna be adding some gin. I hope you like gin. So gin is made of botanicals like angelic root, coriander, juniper berries. Has been trending for the past 2 years.
Yes.
And I'm actually gonna be adding some triple sec, and this is none other than Cointreau. And it's an orange liqueur as well.
So more fruit.
Some more fruit. Adding 2 ounces of this. You can literally smell this goodness from right here. And behind that, I'm going to be adding 2 ounces of our blueberry vanilla syrup.
Wow, look at that color.
Yeah. And to cut a bit of that sweetness that we get from our blueberry syrup, I'm just going to be adding fresh juice of 1 whole lime. And these are some old school common limes. Yeah, these are the limes we used to get a long time.
Yeah, you don't see that much anymore.
Yeah, you don't see them much. We have a lot of grafted limes, hybrid limes. But these are the ones that has a lot of flavor. And you know, each lime really do have different flavors. Yeah. So I always say we have 1 part strong, 1 part weak, 1 part sour, which is the lime, and 1 part sweet, which is our blueberry and vanilla syrup. Yeah. So just remember that when you mix in your cocktails, you need to just get a balance of all those elements.
Any cocktail.
Not too, any cocktail. It's all about balance. When you finish make a cocktail, it's supposed to be balanced in terms of the strong. It's not supposed to be too strong. It's not supposed to be too sweet, too sour, or too weak, meaning ice weakens the cocktail. If you have juices, you know, sodas, you know, those are elements that are the weak, but if you add too much, it makes the cocktail just too weak actually. You understand? You don't want watery, tasteless style of cocktail. And another element is bitter, which is like one of the old school classic elements, but we don't always use it because sometimes bitters are not always friendly for every cocktail. So
Compatible.
just remember that when you're balancing perfect cocktail.
I love the science.
Yeah, of
I love
course.
the science of it.
Yeah, it's part of the mixology.
How long you doing mixology for?
So I'm actually doing mixology for over 10 years.
Damn.
Yeah, I started at one of the popular places called Shakers. I don't know if you guys know Shakers. Have you been?
No.
Okay. You've heard all the stories.
I heard the stories.
Nice. All right, so I'm actually gonna shake this from Shakers.
I like the movement.
Oh, let's see Trini shake.
Boy. The drink is matching your hat too.
Oh yeah, the drink
Love
is
the
matching.
colors. Yeah.
So when you shake, actually, what you do as well, you dilute the drink, right? Have you ever tried to make a cocktail by chance?
Actually, no.
No.
But I
Why?
love the fact that I could now add this to my repertoire. I usually just pull a bottle and pour.
Oh,
So this is great.
so that would be something like wine, I
Yes,
presume, or a
yes.
little prosecco.
Correct.
Yes,
That's
yes,
it.
yes. So you never got a little creative and throw in a little strawberries in here?
Actually,
Yeah,
yes. I
yeah.
make mimosas.
Mimosas,
Yes,
definitely.
So I will do that.
So we do that with some orange juice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or
It was
sorrel.
nice too. Sorrel, oh, very good. Yeah, so you know it's nice too, like peach or grapes. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So,
Any mimosa?
yeah, so try those.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm gonna strain this, and this is what we call a Hawthorne strainer. And we actually have a regular mesh strainer,
Cool.
right? That's your fine mesh strainer
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you use, right? So I'm gonna pour. And And this is actually a drink that we don't serve with ice. Hence, I had the glasses frozen before.
Right. Excellent.
Also looks so sophisticated. I like that.
It is sexy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a little soda to this, just to give it a nice little bubbly and nice little crisp top flavor.
I love bubbles.
Yes. And we're gonna garnish with a nice slice of fresh lime. So the lime and the blueberry go so well together. Those are one of my favorite combinations. Put our lime. The next blueberry go behind it. And we're gonna rest that on the glass for our garnish.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yes. So go with the lime. And garnishes, as you know, most ladies, when they dress up to go out, you know, these are the little accessories that make the whole outfit pop.
Yeah.
And that is what actually garnishes do to a drink. It helps with the appearance and the presentation. And it gives you that eye-catching, like, you know what? I like that. I want to have that. So,
$10 extra.
of course, you can charge $10 extra too. All right, so my lady, I present to you
Thank
our
you.
blueberry fizz.
I'm so excited.
Buddy, enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Mother's Day in advance.
Thank you. Wow. That is good.
Tell me, it's good?
It is good.
100%.
Yeah.
No lies.
So you get in the Cointreau, that orange flavor is
taste
always
it.
there in the background, and you get in the blueberries.
Taste
Yeah.
it.
And what will happen? The gin being so botanical, it brings all those flavors together.
Pulls it together.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do that again, Levi.
Cheers.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank
Cheers, guys.
you. Cheers.
Nice. So that's mom number one. Mom number two is coming up as we continue to make cocktails on this Mother's Day with our lovely Cointreau. And how are we doing over there, guys, with our blueberry fizz?
My goodness.
Incredible.
It was really good. I can't get over the flavors in here, but also the simplicity of making it. And that Cointreau, boy, getting the real orange flavor in there. So, absolutely amazing. I know what I'm doing this weekend. Cheers to Ty, boy. Cheers to
cheers,
Ty.
cheers.
Thank
Big up
you,
Ty.
Ty. Big up Ty.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Thank you.
Right? So to all the moms out there, have yourself a special drink using Cointreau and celebrate Mother's Day. And we actually have our second mom on the show, Dionne Baptiste-Clarke.
Hey, hey.
And your husband, Ron Clarke.
Yep.
And you all are the mother of Corinne Clarke.
Corinne Clarke, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So tell me, what's the interesting story about Corinne? Why is she so popular over social media? All the kids know about her.
The short answer is because she is 10 children in one.
10 children and one.
Yes.
Oh my God.
She's a lot.
Yeah.
And her mommy likes to share. If it was up to me,
Yeah.
Corinne would be the best kept secret ever. So all thanks to Dionne for sharing her with the world.
That's
Really.
very good.
Yeah.
So-
She out
But
there.
it's not just me though. She's very extroverted. So
She's
she
very
likes
outgoing.
people. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
an only child
And
and
how
just
did
us.
she get that from?
Not me. My parents. So I'm from St. Kitts originally.
Right.
And I can't remember a time in our home where it was just us.
So wait,
So,
you're from St. Kitts?
I'm from St. Kitts.
Is your from St. Kitts?
Brinley Golds, CSR. Yeah, those are the rums that I remember. Those are the rums that I heard about, but I mean, we didn't get to try them when we were that
Those
young.
drums in Trinidad, by the way.
I haven't seen any, you know. I haven't seen any. So,
To try.
work on it. So next time we visit,
Me and mine. Yeah.
you need to have something for
Yeah,
us.
so back to the original story.
So yeah, our parents, my parents, they're very inviting. They love people.
Right.
so there's always people passing through, dropping by unannounced, you know. And Corinne just loves people like that. Yeah, she strike up a conversation with anybody. Wherever we go, if she meets you, when it's time to leave, Daddy, can you get their contact so we can stay in touch? This is no matter if they're small, they're big, it doesn't matter. So
she's a very socialite.
yes, she's a butterfly, for sure.
She blends with anybody.
Yep.
She adapts to different types
Yep.
of crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I heard she's an author as well.
Yes, she has
Wow.
written.
By the way, how old is Corinne?
Corinne is 6, she'll be 7 in October.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah. She likes to boast that she has written books before I even wrote one. Yeah, because being an author was one of my dreams as well.
Right. Okay, so that's good. So she got that from you? She got that
Um,
idea or?
Actually, the idea was her own because my dream of being an author is not something that I could ever remember speaking to her about. There was actually it was during a July-August vacation or something like that. There was this program online where they would have different people from around the country read it to children online, and they invited her to read once.
Right.
And then they invited her to read again, and after that she decided that she wanted to write a book of her own. And she also likes to tell people that I never listened, so she just started writing on her own.
And what was her first book that she chose to write?
Chronicles of Corinne, 7 Days of Fun.
7 Days of Fun.
Yes.
Chronicles of Corinne.
Yep.
What is that book like?
It's about fun activities that she does with us. So she lists out the days of the week and she just says what she does then. So there's yoga, there's music class with me, there's swimming, and so forth. Baking with mommy and that type of stuff. Yeah.
Mommy, how do you keep up with all that?
Who said I keep up? We try, but honestly, it's a struggle because she has this boundless energy. From the time she wakes up in the morning until she closes her eyes to go to sleep at night, it's like the energy is on 100, and she always comes up with these ideas. And I'm like, I look at her in awe. And then also, it's also like where you get all this audacity from, like, who tell you that it's okay for you at 6 to have these big dreams, and like no and can't are not words that she really seems to appreciate the concept of. So she'll come up with these big elaborate plans and just expect that like there's no reason why they can't happen.
You're hearing Dionne say what she's saying, and you think that she really doesn't know. You know, Corinne has that audacity because of the, I guess, the affirmations that she has placed in her. You know, so that's all to mommy. So like, Corinne has the big dreams, and so let's say Corinne wanted to do a little. Let's say her book launch. So the first book she launched. Corinne would write down everything that she wants to happen. She directs everything.
For the launch.
And then mommy comes and just amplifies it and make it as grand as it could be. You understand? Therefore, anything she asks for, she expects it to be at that level. And we just try our best to make sure that we get there. Yeah, that's it.
Corinne is just 7.
6 should be 7 later this year.
And she wants to make 4 books or write 4 books before she's 7.
Right, so she already has 3 books published.
Right.
She is working on 4 more books because she came up with this idea to have 7 books by her 7th birthday.
Oh, wow.
So she will publish 4 more books before her 7th birthday this year.
Wow, I'm amazed by that. So, when do you all have time to have a drink?
Time?
Yeah, time.
You're funny.
Well, hey, we celebrated moms, and that is why you're here on the show. And you know, if you don't have time to kick back and relax at home, which I'm sure you do, but hey, that's why I invited you for. So I'm gonna make a classic cocktail for you.
I appreciate that.
And have you ever heard of a Cosmopolitan?
I've heard about it, but I've never had one to be honest.
Alright, so full name Cosmopolitan, short name Cosmo. And it's actually a classic cocktail. And I'm gonna tell you why, because it has Cointreau in it. And Cointreau is the first original orange liqueur. Please have a smell.
I'm clumsy, you know, but if I try it out.
That's right. We have everybody in the studio to
It
smell.
smells good. It smells really good.
Yeah?
Nice.
So it's actually made from orange peels and not the orange juice. Because people actually think in the process they use the juice, but it's from peels. And they get those essential oils from it. Right? So I'm going to start my cocktail using 1 ounce per cocktail, but I'm making 2 for you guys. So here I'm going to be doubling up and making 2. So tell me, what do you drink?
How honest can I be?
You can be very honest, actually.
You sure?
We by the bar, you know?
Okay. So, when I say I feel like a beer,
Right.
it's usually a shandy that I drink from the bottle,
Right.
or a water
Water,
that I drink from the
right.
bottle. So that's me drinking a beer.
Once it's from the bottle,
Yeah.
she good.
Yes.
She
Yeah,
feel
I
like
get
she
it.
feel like she never.
You got a napkin around it and a straw and make it look.
No straw. When I'm feeling for a beer, I put
Nah.
the bottle to my
You
mouth.
understand? No
And
straw
I
and
drink
thing.
it.
Yeah.
So yes, when I'm stressed out and I feel I need to decompress, and I finally get the little want to go to sleep, put on the TV or put on some music and I drink a beer, aka a shandy or a water from the bottle,
That's it.
or even a ginseng,
a ginseng.
original or apple, from the bottle.
A nice
It's
glass
from the
of
bottle.
wine.
I love. Okay, this might sound really strange.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really drink wine, but I love to shop for it, and I love to collect it. So I have a cupboard at home that's overflowing with wine.
Oh.
And how I decide is based on how the label looks, or I would Google
So once the
name.
label looks kind of real cute.
No, something about the label has to appeal to me.
Right.
So my latest obsession is wines that come from Africa.
Nice.
Right?
South Africa. There's a lot of South African wines. Probably.
Africa.
Africa
Just
on the
Yeah,
whole. Okay.
motherland.
So something about the label has to appeal to me, and once something from the label appeals to me, I'll just open my phone quick and Google, and according to what the story is, I'll be like, this looks like something.
So that's the journalist in her.
So-
Yeah.
Journalist.
So that's how I
Story.
select.
So Dionne, tell me, you don't drink the wine at all?
Not at all. To tell you how drastic it is, we got married in 2019, and we have bottles of alcohol that we were gifted for our wedding night that's
Right.
still in the cupboard.
So
Well, she regifts the wine. She can regift
regifts
it,
it.
but I have my stash of whiskey, and so I drink that. But wine ain't really my thing.
So you must let me know your address, and
We'll
we'll,
talk
come
after.
and we'll have some. Right? So I'm gonna be adding though some vodka to this because a classic Cosmopolitan has vodka to it. Alright?
How exact do you have to be with your measurements?
If you want to make a classic cocktail, you go towards the recipe. If you're home and you're making your own style recipe, once you learn the cocktail in terms of what are the exact recipes and you want to take down the alcohol content, in your case, it's totally fine. You can up the juice, and in this cocktail, we actually have some cranberry juice. And this is going to give the cocktail a little tartness, but a little sweet. And this is going to be flavor mixing in with the orange curacao.
Alright.
And this actually has some fresh lime. And normally we don't do much lime in this cocktail because we're not adding any syrups or anything sweet. So we just go in with a 1/4 ounce per cocktail. So I'm gonna be measuring a 1/2 ounce in my jigger. Add that. I'm gonna dilute everything here.
Check your antics. Yeah. Dum 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 dum. You see the parrot?
So what's that from?
You look like you're shaking maracas there.
Oh,
That was
maracas,
the
yes,
that was the
yes.
parrot name.
I always get that too. Oh yeah, I get it. So the shak shak.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Corinne does have a bit of music inspiration going on as well. She sings.
She sings, she
plays any
plays, she
instruments?
plays the piano.
Wow.
The first thing she learned to play was the xylophone. She has a little drum kit that she's learning, and I think
Those
her
little
last-
xylophones
yes.
kids normally get and they throw it away.
No, she has her little cards with her notes, and
Yeah.
she beats her with playing her songs. Yeah, and I think the last thing we got for her was a guitar. She really was on this guitar train. She wanted a guitar for her birthday, so she has the guitar. I
She
think
wants to learn to play piano, but we haven't started with that one as yet.
Oh,
And
she
the
wants to
music
learn to play
She
piano.
got from her father, because Ron is a musician as well.
yeah, all right.
Okay.
I'm a keyboardist. Yeah,
Well, let me get the glasses.
all right.
And I had these glasses in the freezer, hence you can see the frozen part of it. And I'm just gonna strain this over.
All these gadgets.
So part of mixology is having a lot of tools, but they are the basic tools for any beginners, right? Which are like the shakers. There's a nice lime slice. Or if you like cherries, you can throw a cherry in there. Nice. So another nice variation for this classic Cosmopolitan is if we use orange, which we get a lot in Trinidad, and that would actually tie in well with the Cointreau because it's orange based, right? So a little trick I like to do, put an orange, and you know, when you squeeze, you get the oils kind of splitting
Yeah,
out.
it's very nice.
If you have a little lighter, you squeeze that over the cocktail, and that definitely adds a different element, right? So
Nice.
be sure to
Alright.
try those tricks at home.
So you fancy.
And here we go, guys, our classic Cosmopolitan.
You ready?
As if you're ready. What if I start to get loud?
Happy Mother's
Come
Day.
back. We are
Oh,
the back.
thank you. And my loud is a different louder.
So we welcome that kind of out here.
Yeah, man.
This is good. This is different because, as you know, I don't usually, but this is really good.
Yeah, man. We're getting the cranberry and the orange.
Yes.
The help me pronounce it. It's not Cointreau. It's Cointreau.
It's Cointreau.
Cointreau.
So as you would say, Q-U-A-N, tro. It's spelled as Cointreau, C-O-I-N, but it's pronounced, it's French.
It's French.
Yeah.
Cointreau.
Cointreau.
Ah,
Yeah.
got
Pay
it.
attention to this step so you can make this for me when we get home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Alright. So nice, guys. You could actually look up the recipe for this on copperjutcaribbean.com,
Alright.
and you could do the original recipe, and then from there, you can make your
Modify it
variations.
forever.
Yeah,
Nice.
for
This
sure.
is nice. Thank you so much.
I got
Most
you.
welcome, guys. So we're gonna keep celebrating moms here on the show, courtesy Cointreau, and Jackie, our first mom, is gonna be joining Dionne, and I have a special cocktail to finish off the show for these two moms as we keep celebrating. So I actually have two moms that I'm celebrating a special day on, because I hold Mother's Day very close to me because my mom was very instrumental in who I am today, because I learned that life is hard, but you have to pursue. And I think moms have a special strength come somewhere.
We do.
You know, I as a man now, a lot of things that my mom went through, I don't even know how she went through it. I have 5 siblings plus myself, right?
Wow. Cheers to your mom.
Yeah, so I have a special place in my heart for my mom as well. Her birthday is actually very close to Mother's Day. Her Mother's Day is on the 7th. Yeah, so I have one more drink, and I'm gonna tribute this one. Is a very special, and I'm actually gonna be using Cointreau, but I'm gonna include some Remy Martin.
Okay.
Ooh.
And Remy Martin, I see you watching me a little bit. I know you. I know we're keeping the alcohol minimum, and we're still keeping it
Now
minimum.
I'm curious. I'm
right?
curious. You open up a palette.
Aye.
Remy Martin is actually a cognac, and it's made with grapes. So grapes is going to be featured alongside our Cointreau in this cocktail. And I'm going to start by taking some grapes. All right, these are seeded grapes. You can use seedless if you like. I just like using seeded grapes because. So what do you guys think of the Cointreau so far?
I tend to throw a little bit of alcohol, whichever bottle my husband has open.
Yeah.
I throw some when I'm seasoning meats, or like even if I'm doing stews or something like that. So I'm thinking this is something that it's probably too expensive to use in stews because he's usually Coral and I use his expensive alcohol to cook. But this is something that I would probably steal
Yeah,
to
you
throw in
could
my
use
pot.
it
Yeah, because it'd be
definitely to
citrus
cook.
flavor.
Exactly. The citrus is good. That's right.
Citrus is good, and actually where I would recommend it in cooking is in baking. So like if
Okay.
you're making a nice sponge cake,
Yeah.
Okay, it's
that in
true.
a
Yes.
sponge cake, like
Yeah.
a nice orange style
Yes.
Yeah.
sponge
Yeah.
cake, it would well.
That's a great tip there. I like that tip.
In mixology, we call this modeling. And modeling is actually breaking up the ingredient, in this case grapes, and extracting any juices, any oils, and essentially the flavor into the cocktail, right?
Okay. Muddling like MUDD. Muddling.
Yes.
Okay,
and-
great.
yes.
Interesting.
It's almost a concept like a mortar and pestle. but
Ah,
you know,
right, yes.
Right? You grind the garlic and you
Yes,
get that
and
flavor.
infuse the flavors.
Yes. And on top of this, I'm going to be adding the cognac, which I told you before is actually made with grapes.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to be using 1 ounce each per cocktail.
You ready for that? Roll us out, girl.
I need help for sure.
And what is nice to this now is actually a nice white wine.
More alcohol, Dionne.
And as you know, wine is also made from grapes.
Yes. Oh, yes, I'm getting it, yeah. Nice, okay.
So we have a nice infusion going on here. To this, I'm going to be adding some ice. Dionne, I'm seeing you, but I have to tell you, don't worry.
You can say anything you want. You have a wheelchair to get me out of here when we finish
You
with
will be
this.
safe. This going on like a grape ginseng.
A grape
You know? So I'm going to cover this and give it a nice shake.
Let me see a fancy shake.
So I have my chill glasses here.
Yeah, we could dance.
Everybody shaking.
We could dance. The shak shak. The maracas.
So do you like poundy shakes? Like how do you know when you're done?
No, actually you shake for at least 10 to 15 seconds, more or less. But it really depends on the cocktail, to be honest, and how much dilution you want. Because if you overshake, the drink tends to get watery, and you don't want that.
If you shake some more.
If you shake some more,
To dilute it.
May I
Let me see movements.
You sure you want me to do that?
see? So Jacqueline, would you take the shot?
Okay.
Good, Jackie, go.
I don't have your styler.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Everybody actually develops their own style.
I don't want to dilute it like Dionne, you know.
Actually, in this case, a little over dilution might be better. So when you shake, actually, you roll the ice and you hit it back and forth.
Okay.
So you try to go this way instead of this way or any other way. Right?
Okay.
Because
Yeah, I learned something.
you get more
Yeah.
contact with the ice and the liquid in this way, right? And you don't really just hit it back and forth, you actually roll it.
All right,
So when you
okay.
hit it back and forth, it kind of crushes the ice and is a little too much.
So there really is method to the madness.
Yeah, there's always a method, yeah? And to separate it, where you see, I always tilt it sideways instead of straight up. So what you do, when you see the glass contacting the tin here, as it leaves the tin, is here you want to hit because this is the easiest part for it to come.
Okay.
Alright, so
That's good.
you do that
Right.
and you pop it up.
Let us go.
So let me just
Garnish.
this.
Oh, getting grapes
Simple
to
garnish.
garnish.
For this actually. Just gonna pop the grape
Very cute.
on top here.
Nice.
Final touches, and ladies, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you
I
so
would
much.
love to make you all so much more cocktails, but I'm gonna start with these first.
Cheers. Happy Mother's
Thank
Day,
you.
Dionne. Ooh, smooth.
I can reserve my comment. Let me try it.
Wow, see?
Am I allowed to like one more than the other one?
By all means,
I actually think I prefer this one.
prefer that one.
Yeah.
So the Cointreau is the sweetening and the orange flavor in this cocktail. So you realize I didn't put any syrups or anything in
Yes.
it, right? So the Cointreau has that sugar content. The grape is definitely the flavor.
Very natural
The Remy is the base of the cocktail, and the wine is that nice element that will bring everything together.
Remind me
flavors.
again,
Yeah.
it's Cointreau, right? The
Cointreau,
Cointreau and
yeah.
Remy, you put the same amount in each of them?
Actually, for this cocktail, yes. Also, you can get the recipes for all these cocktails that I created for you ladies on copperjoecaribbean.com. So I want to thank you, Dionne and Jacqueline, for being on the show. Happy Mother's Day once again.
Thank you so much.
Any
Thanks for the
special?
cocktails.
Yes, of course, my pleasure. Any special plans for Mother's Day, or you guys don't know? Is a surprise?
I am still waiting to be surprised.
You're waiting to be surprised. Yes.
I hope we have some Cointreau cocktails coming.
Oh,
I hope so.
Sure. Guys, I want to thank the folks at Cointreau for celebrating with us for this Mother's Day. And guys, we doing good on this side?
Yeah, man. Top up to needed.
Alright, so we're still mixing cocktails. This has been another edition of Bar Buddies. My name is Tyrone Benjamin. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers all over the world.